All right, guys, in today's video, we are gonna hit Post Falls, Idaho, and I'm gonna show you a few houses in the $750,000 range so you know what you can buy for $750K in Post Falls, Idaho. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button and tap the notifications bell so you can stay up to date on all of our latest content. Our real estate team, we get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you trying to learn more about North Idaho. So if you're looking to move right now or 12 months from now, give us a call, text, or email. Let's get that conversation started. All right, first stop. We are right off the Highlands Golf Course in Post Falls. Big old house next to us right here. This one sits off the 16th green, Highlands Golf Course. So cool location. This neighborhood's really neat. Sits up on top of the hill. Some of these homes have views. I'm not sure if this one does, but some of the homes have really good views of the valley as well. So let's go check it out. All right, so Post Falls, Idaho is in Cooney County. It's up in North Idaho in the Panhandle, if you're not familiar with it. Its size is about 45,000 people here currently. It is the fastest growing city in the area. It will outpace Coeur d'Alene here in the next couple of years as far as population, which is interesting. There's a lot of land to be developed in Post Falls up north on the prairie, which is somewhat controversial. But that land is here and that is where we're at. Post Falls is the 9th largest city in Idaho and the 2nd largest city in North Idaho. So that kind of gives you a reference of what Post Falls is. Let's talk about this house behind me. All right, so this home off to my left here is a 4-bed, 3-bath. It's about 3,700 square feet, and the lot size is a little bit over 1/3 of an acre. One of the cool features is you can see it on the right side there is that giant RV garage. So if you're living that RV life and you love to golf, this could be the home for you. It backs up to the 16th hole on the golf course right here, which is pretty nice. We'll show you with some drone shots kind of what it looks like, but it is a very beautiful area. These streets are nice and wide, there's sidewalks, all the homes are well kept. Homes in more of the higher price range in here. Like I said, this one is sitting right around, so this one's $748,000. So actually a decent value for Coeur d'Alene. Architecturally, honestly, I don't find it to be that beautiful, but it is a good size, and I think with some loving on the exterior, you can make it really cool. And like I said, this neighborhood would support that value for sure. This one, next one up right behind me here, this is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath, sitting about 2,500 square feet on 1/3 of an acre lot. Beautiful neighborhood. You can see these homes have been here for a few years. The trees aren't super big, but they're not that small either. Nice landscaping, very clean. Love this part of Post Falls, so definitely worth checking out. This one here is listed at $768,000, so bumped it up a little bit above that $750,000 range, but great proximity to schools and a food truck court less than a mile away, so that's a big bonus for me too. If you want to hit that 41 corridor, it's just about a half a mile away, and you'll hit Highway 41, which runs north-south, and that is going to be a big commercial area as you head northbound up in there. There'll be some new grocery stores, some great gyms, so proximity is really good. We're also 30 minutes from Spokane and the international airport in Spokane. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Post Falls is really good because of that reason. We're such close proximity to the airport. So if you're doing a lot of traveling, Post Falls might be the spot for you. So here's what you can get over here, $768,000. All right, next neighborhood in Post Falls. We're only about a mile and a half from where we just were. Another great area. Check out these newer homes. I love these features. This is not the house we're talking about, but I just wanted to point this out. These RV garages that are attached right here, super cool. And if you're into fitness, it'd be a great spot to throw a CrossFit gym because you've got like a 14-foot tall ceiling. So really nice feature. I like these homes. They're all newer. These are built, the one we're gonna show you here is built in 2019, so they're fairly new. But like you see some of the details on here, some of the wood beams, things like that. Like nice details that you're getting, and in this price range, I mean, that's pretty awesome. So the one we're actually gonna check out is right across the street here. It's got that nice sage color. I like that color. This one's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,200 square feet. It's a little less than a quarter-acre lot, so not a big lot here. And this one is priced at $759,000. So down about $10,000 from the last one we showed you. You're getting lots of high-end features, granite, you know, beautiful flooring, all the stuff in that 700-ish, 750-ish price range, which is great. Once again, nice quiet streets. I'm standing out here in the middle of the street. Nobody's running me over yet. And still close proximity to everything that Post Falls has to offer. So another great option in that price range that you might be looking in. All right, we are in the Tullamore subdivision or neighborhood in Post Falls. It's one of the more popular ones. You can see the trees looking around them. It's been around a few years. So, you know, these homes are on the newer side, but not brand new necessarily. Cool thing about this neighborhood, you've got some bike trails that cut right through here, so you've got easy access to all the amenities in Post Falls. We're only about a mile from the last one that we were just at, so I'm kind of showing you, these are all very close together here. Once again, big wide streets, sidewalks, great place for kids to run around, and a lot of these homes have these big RV garages like we saw at the last ones, which is a cool feature. You know, if you've got an RV or a trailer or whatever large thing you want to work on, it's kind of like a shop attached to your house. It's a great feature. All right. This one's a 4-bed, 2-bath. It's 2,000 square feet, so it's not on the large side by any means, but could be a good home for a smaller family. It sits on about a quarter-acre of a lot, and like I said, it's got that RV garage. This one, it's fairly new. It was built in 2018, so it's not very old, which is great. You've got a slightly used home. I like that. This home right here is priced at $765,000, so it's a little bit on the higher side from what we've been looking at. And on the lower side is square footage. So maybe not the best value for you, but here it is. All right, last stop of the day. So we kind of changed directions here. We're on the south side of I-90, which runs east-west through Post Falls. All the other homes were on the north side of I-90 and they were on the newer side. This is a more established neighborhood. This home was built in the 70s, in 1972, and you can tell by the landscape around here, it's much more mature landscaping, big trees, beautiful. We're fairly close to the Spokane River, which is nice, and there are some parks in the area that you can go access the river from, like Kiwanis Park. So those are here, and you know, I like this neighborhood. There's lots of kids riding around. It's nice wide streets. You don't have the sidewalks here, so that is one feature of these older neighborhoods. You're not necessarily gonna have sidewalks. There are bike paths fairly close by, so you have that access as well. This home here has obviously been remodeled. It's got those nice wood beams up front. You know, it's probably a split level. I haven't been inside, but there are a lot of split levels here, and people love them or hate them. That's just what it is. That's that era of the 70s. They're fairly common. This home is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet on a 3rd-acre lot, and this one is listed right at $750,000. Here's probably the coolest feature about this is that there are no HOA here. There's no HOA and no CC&Rs. An HOA, a homeowners association, they usually have a cost with them. Homeowners associations in Idaho are generally much cheaper and a lot less restrictive than you might find in other states. The other homes we looked at today, they had them and they ranged in the $200, $300, $400 a year for that HOA. This one has none. So that is a great feature. No one's gonna be telling you how to live your life right here. There are rules for the city, so if you're thinking about animals and things like that, you would have to check in with Post Falls as far as, can I have chickens, can I have a rooster, whatever. You would still have to abide by those rules, but you're not gonna have someone down the street yelling at you because you left your trash cans out too long, something like that. So probably the better feature of this neighborhood, and I just wanted to point that out. But that's the last one on the tour. So there you go. That's price range for $750,000. All right, thank you guys for joining me on this tour of homes in Post Falls, priced around $750,000. We saw some very new ones. We saw one built in the 70s. We saw some with HOAs and CC&Rs, and we saw one without. A lot of those homes on the north side of I-90 are very similar in that they're newer, nice neighborhoods. Lots of great amenities. When you come on the south side of the river, or south side of I-90 where we're at right now, close to the river, you get that older, more established neighborhood with, you know, these big, beautiful trees. You're not gonna get that up on the north side. But that's what we got. I wanted to kind of highlight that $750,000 price range here in Post Falls. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember, if you're looking to move right now or 12 months from now, give our real estate team a call.